Hello everyone, it is me, Canfluff, and today I'm going to be making a video that I've been wanting to make for a while now. Today, I'll be counter-reviewing World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic. But, before I start, there's a few things I want to go over. Firstly, I will be mainly reviewing the game itself with little mention to the new DLCs, Shadow of Revan and Warlords of Draenor. Secondly, even though World of Warcraft has been out for 10 plus years and The Old Republic has only been out for a little over 4, they're both very popular MMOs that I believe deserve a good counter-review. So, without further ado, here's my counter-review for World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic. So, for the first segment, we'll go over gameplay, probably the biggest aspect of the game. For The Old Republic, we have the average tank healer damage roll set, as most MMOs do. In The Old Republic, we see a lot of melee and gunman classes, which you would expect for a game based on Star Wars. As for World of Warcraft, we have the same basic role system, but much more in-depth, but I'll speak a little bit more on that later. In The Old Republic, we have 4 classes for the Republic and 4 classes for the Empire. Once you reach level 10, you can pick one of the 2 different advanced classes which will ultimately select your combat role, which ends up with a total of 16 different options to play as. In World of Warcraft, however, there is much more. With the total of 11 different unique classes and abilities, makes World of Warcraft really shine in this category. Instead of advanced classes, World of Warcraft has specializations, and usually at least 3 per class, that are unlocked at level 10. As we've just seen, World of Warcraft definitely has much better class selection. But which game has better character customization? As for World of Warcraft and the Old Republic, they both have great character feature customizations, the Old Republic a little more so, but the Old Republic can't beat the amount of races World of Warcraft has. The Old Republic has 9 characters total, whereas World of Warcraft has 6 characters per faction, and the Pandaren, who can choose which faction they can join around level 13 or so. I just want to start off saying right now, no matter how much lore there is behind Warcraft, the Old Republic wins this category. As with pretty much all BioWare games, the cutscenes are very interactive and very immersive. Granted, some major parts of World of Warcraft are voiced over, most quests are not, and we usually end up hearing the same voice loops, and they get a little bit boring, or repetitive, or annoying.
What you want? Hey there. Talk to me. Hello, man. Greetings, man.
How are ya? Don't be shy.
Another major aspect of an MMO is the sociality, and both of these games really do deliver on that front. Though I will say I found a lot more people in World of Warcraft to be a little more apt to helping you with a quest, as opposed to most people in the Old Republic. Especially on Dromund Kaas. Go there yourself and see what I mean. They're mean people there sometimes. Kind of offensive. But in all seriousness, both games have great communities of people willing to help you and have fun at the same time. So, in this counter review, just for the sake of time, I'm only going over dungeons and flashpoints. Raids and operations, for those of you who don't know, is just a dungeon or flashpoint but on a bigger scale. And for those of you who don't know what a flashpoint or dungeon are, is an area set away from everywhere else where you and 3 to 4 other people can clear the area of enemies, do any objectives, and kill bosses and mini-bosses. They usually end up getting you a good amount of XP, and with the right people can be lots of fun. In the Old Republic, we have really good flashpoints with, again, good cutscenes, which add in its favor. However, World of Warcraft, on the other hand, has bigger, longer, and more elaborate dungeons, which I, personally, have found to be much more fun. But this category is really just up to you. Price. We all knew we had to get here at some point, and as much as we don't like it, MMOs most likely require a monthly fee, and both World of Warcraft and the Old Republic are no different. Both games have a basic subscription fee of $15 a month. The Old Republic you can go play now for free all the way up to level 55, but with some inconveniences. Or you can go get WoW and play for free up to level 20, then with a membership to level 90, and then to level 100 with Warlords of Draenor. And you can play to level 60 in the Old Republic with Shadow of Revan. So we've gone over the big aspects of each game, now it's time to decide which is better. On one hand, we have World of Warcraft, which has pretty good storytelling for each character with really great multiplayer aspects. But on the other hand, we have Star Wars The Old Republic with fantastic storytelling and game immersion, but at times you'll find yourself forgetting that it's an MMO, only to remember when you are going to do a quest that requires other people. But don't get me wrong, the multiplayer aspects in The Old Republic are still great. So with all that being said, I'll leave you to be the judge of which is better. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, favorite, and subscribe for more. Also, you guys should go check out my gameplay channel. Link will be in the description and on my other channel links. I have a bunch of cool stuff going on there. I have just started up a World of Warcraft dungeon series on there where I go and I do dungeons and stuff. And it's really cool and awesome. And you should totally go subscribe. It's just kind of basic stuff though. So I mean, if you don't want to, it's like not any cool review stuff or anything. But yeah, that's a channel. It exists too. So yeah, see you guys next time.